Boom. And we're live with a remote podcast studio. Welcome back, guys, to the Options Select podcast. What episode is this? 190?
I don't think it's 190 yet.
No, we're not at 190.
No,
Come on, dude.
182. Yeah, right?
181. Somewhere around there. I don't know. Figure it out. We're not at home. We're not at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to the Options Select podcast. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We just finished a D&D session, so
Yeah.
I figured instead of having Steven drive all the way to my house for 45 minutes and then drive all the way back home after doing the podcast, I figured I could bring my MacBook and my little setup that Mr. Rick got for me for Christmas last year, and we can go ahead and knock this thing out, man. So we're in Steven's game room. This is his man cave, as it were.
Yeah, for now.
Tell me what's going on in your life this week, man. What's up?
Pretty good little week. We're just ramping up everything for the holidays. So hopefully we're busy on Black Friday and Saturday on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Previous years, we didn't get busy until like the afternoon, but I have everyone at my store scheduled. So it's going to be stupid packed with people working there. Hopefully we get customers.
Hopefully it's busy.
Hopefully it's busy as
Are y'all running like some big deals, like big Black Friday deals?
Yeah, definitely having some Black Friday deals and shit. We already started bundling up stuff. Like, you buy whatever, like a game system. Like, we're throwing in like 5 games, but
Damn.
they're not the greatest of games, to be honest.
They're $5
I mean, they're
games.
great. They're great. You should buy one.
All right.
No, everybody should buy one.
Everybody should buy one. Everybody get in there.
Yeah, definitely get in there. But yeah, just deals on everything in the store, all over the place. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
What'd you do this week, man?
Man, it felt like a slow week gaming wise for me. I think literally every day I bounced around to a different game. I did download Warzone.
Okay.
Tried that. Didn't really care for it. I played Civilization.
Man, you're always on some random shit, dude.
Got over that quick. I was like, oh man.
You didn't want to spend 6 hours playing one game?
It always degenerates into the same thing. It's just total domination.
Total domination. That's
Total
all. I mean,
it's
you
like-
don't have to build the wonders or whatever it is that you have to do.
That's the thing. Like, I try to go like the science route.
Nah.
Like, I'm just gonna build shit. It's like every other country wants to come after me. Like, the fuck, bro. Like,
Not
guess I
gonna
gotta
happen.
build my army. Like,
I guess I gotta do things the hard way.
do it the hard way. You wanted this. You asked for
You-
this.
you
fucking
asked for-
Cleopatra or who the fuck is attacking me?
Gandhi.
Yeah.
How dare you declare war
How
on
dare
me?
you, Gandhi? Yeah. But and then I jumped back on Elden Ring. I finally got out of the Lindell Royal Capital.
Okay, barely.
Barely.
Okay.
But I didn't try like the first guy, the Godric dude, right? I beat him on my second fight.
Okay.
His is pretty straightforward once you just don't get hit by the stomp. Like, oh, I just side roll that shit. I was like, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And then I went against the Margot
Yeah.
to get the little emblem to get out of there, to take the elevator up, to get to the mountain.
Right.
It took me 3 tries on him. And the third one, I just summoned the little helper dude that's there, the girl.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I summoned her, and then I had my mimic, and then we just went fucking ham on him. Like, I think we blew through his second phase. If he had one.
Yeah.
And, like,
he does one
goes
where he
to
does like
cast
a lot of
something, I'm like, I don't
AoEs.
give a shit what this is. I was at full health. I just started swinging. And
Yeah,
I
he's
got
a lot of AoEs.
Yeah, I got a blood Uchinaga katana. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot through your shit, bro.
All right.
And then once I only wanted to get out of that area to go to the mountain place
Mm-hmm.
to get the rivers of blood katana. It took me like 4 tries on that chick. But because I can't summon everything, and I kind of relied on my mimic dude.
A little
Oleg.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that dude's definitely my crutch. But anyway, so I fought the Bloody Finger or Rico, whatever the hell their name is.
Mm-hmm.
I bodied the shit out of her when I did it. Like, as soon as I go to charge up the first hit, she'll always backdash the first hit, and I'm like, damn, computer's smart if it does it every time. And it doesn't do it every time. She just, whatever you're going to charge the first time, she would backdash it. I'm like, oh, okay, so the computer's stupid. Got it. So I just lured her in. I let her do her Rivers of Blood thing. I'm just dodging. And then she does the final slash. I'm like, all right, my turn with my blood katana.
My
hit,
turn.
Hit. I'm like, dead. I'm like, oh, cool.
Nice.
3 hits. My arcane's like at 70 something. So
Good Lord.
it's
So you're
stacked,
stacking them up.
No, yeah, like you know what level I am?
I don't know, 200 something.
No, I'm level 174.
Oh yeah, you're way over leveled.
They're way over leveled.
You're so
I'm like,
dumb,
holy
dude.
shit, dude.
My
Well,
new
I'm
game
try-
plus 2 character, which is at the end of the second playthrough already, is at like 185.
Yeah, I'm still on the first game. I'm trying to just do everything, get everything on one character that I can.
Yeah.
Like I'm finding all the dungeons, beating all the bosses,
Mhm.
picking up whatever I can, finding all the little secrets and shit.
Yeah.
There was some stuff I was missing, like Rick. I saw Rick playing. He had the wolf mask,
Mm-hmm. Blade
mask,
mask.
or whatever. I never got that.
You know where it's at?
Yep.
Okay.
I went and got it once I realized where it was.
It's super easy
I'm
grab.
Like, what the hell? It's just at the top. It's like, oh, I never went up that high. Okay. So I went and got that, and I just like collecting all the weapons and gear,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm literally just gonna only ever have one playthrough in this game,
Okay.
and it's this guy, and I'm just gonna try to max all the stats.
All right.
Like that's
Fair
just what I'm doing with this character.
Okay.
Even when the DLC comes out, I'm just
If
there's gonna be DLC.
the
They gotta be
DLC comes
stupid
out.
not
Come
to
on,
have it.
man. They haven't announced anything,
That's true. They haven't. Which is wait for the Game Awards.
right? I think that's what it's going to come to.
When the Game Awards is what, December
9th, 8th, something like that.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
I like watching it mainly for the new trailers and announcements and shit.
Yeah, the new stuff is definitely where it's at for sure.
But other than that, that's about it. That's all I did, like gaming wise.
Did you watch anything?
I did not watch anything other than random YouTube videos.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't watched anything.
Oh, fair enough.
I know there's one more episode of Andor.
Is there? I thought you were done with that.
I thought so too. I literally thought it was dumb, but somebody's like, no, there's 2 more episodes, which was one was Wednesday and there's one this Wednesday. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not done with that show. Okay.
Okay, so you're close.
But even if it ended on the last one, I thought it was good.
Oh, that means that the ending is going to be that much better.
I hope so. Hope so. But yeah, that's all it was. Like I didn't.
Yeah, it was a chill ass week for you, bro. Usually
Yeah.
you talk for like 45 minutes. Before
Yeah, no, I mean it was super chill, man. Like it's just work. Like I said, just work is fucking starting to get draining. I'm like fuck, dude. But I realized I didn't get my second vacation. It's like fuck.
Yeah, you should have taken that, huh? Can you still take it?
I'm pretty sure I can weasel one in before the holidays.
Just
but it's
take
gonna
off
be a lot.
every Friday
It's
for
a
the rest
little
of the
harder.
year.
It's a little harder, dude.
Just take off every Friday, Saturday for the next.
Yeah, Friday, Saturdays, and Mondays are the hardest days to get off.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. I got
Which
to
is
take my
why I got-
vacation.
Which is why I got Thursdays. But my shit rolls over, so
And I would take like a Wednesday off then.
yeah.
Every Wednesday off for the rest of the year.
Wednesday's the worst, dude.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Just
does.
whoops.
I like having
I need to
Thursdays
take.
off.
I need to take my. Well, yeah, but you get your Thursday still because it's your set day off. But you
Right.
just take every Wednesday off, so you have a 2 days off every week, and then you still get your Sunday.
That's true.
So
I mean,
you
I could
work,
probably
you
figure
work,
something out.
you work 2 days, you're off 2 days, you work 2 days, you're off 2 days.
I just got to make it through this week coming up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll be good.
Y'all are off Thursday?
No. Oh, yeah, we're closed Thursday. Thanksgiving. Yes.
Open Friday.
Open Friday, Saturday, yes.
Okay. I'm off Thursday through Sunday this upcoming week. It's nice.
Okay.
So that's about it for you?
Yeah, that's about it for me. Trying to think of anything else I played. I didn't play anything, no.
No, man.
That was it.
Okay. So you didn't watch the race today either?
I did not watch the race today, no.
Uh,
If anything, I was just going to watch the highlights later.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So this morning I caught the race before D&D. So did that, and then Max Verstappen won by a huge margin, followed by Leclerc, Perez, which is a decent end to the year. No drama like last year, but
Right.
it was fun. It was nice to see the last race. I'm looking forward to Drive to Survive season 4 now. At this point, 5 or something like that, 4 or 5, can't remember. So hopefully we get to see the Netflix stuff in January, a little bit earlier because last year was delayed due to COVID. I think it was like February, right before the season started, before they actually released everything. So looking forward to that. Like as far as like what I watched this week, I did see Bullet Train with Alice. Let me bring up my notes here because I have everything is being all my handheld devices. I don't handwrite notes, so so I did watch Bullet Train with Alice, and that movie was really good.
Bullet Train, yeah,
really good. Brad Pitt and that Japanese dude that's like the perfect samurai and everything.
Everything he does.
What is his name?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though,
I know
right?
exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god, that dude has just got the look of like Japanese, like just fucking. No, I mean he is Japanese, but like just like a traditional.
This
like,
movie also has like Bad Bunny in it. Like
yeah,
it's weird. It's like a weird
It's got a bunch of people
cast.
in it. No, it's got like an ensemble cast, and it was a
Yep.
dope movie to watch. And I had a great time watching it.
Yeah.
But my favorite characters in there was there was these two guys. They were twins, a black dude and a white dude. They were called the twins. They were brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my favorite characters. If you get the chance to watch that movie, I highly
Bullet
suggest
Train?
it. Yeah,
Okay,
it was fun.
yeah.
It was fun.
Where'd you watch it on?
At home, I rented it on Apple TV.
Apple TV. Okay.
Yeah. I also watched The Alpinist, which is about a free climber, basically,
Okay.
that passed away. Spoiler alert.
Hmm.
He was like 23, 24 years old, something like that. He would just go climb like random ass mountains alone. And he went with a buddy of his like a few years ago. There was like an avalanche and he died, but it was just like his thing. Like it was about his story. So like these climbers, they, like one of the most famous climbers in the world, his name is Alex Honnold. And he free soloed El Cap in like Yosemite or something like that.
Okay.
Which means he climbed the entire phase, like 2,000 feet or whatever it is. I don't know. He climbed that entire thing with no rope, just hand chalk and just his hands and feet. Climbs up, and it's just like a straight wall.
Yeah.
And that movie that he's in is called Free Solo. That one's on National Geographic. You can watch it on Disney Plus. It's really good. But this one's about this guy. He was really famous in the climbing world. He still is, right? But like, he didn't want the fame. Like, he didn't care about money or anything. He's like, I just want to climb. Like, this is what I like to do. And it's a really touching story on him. So I enjoyed that one very much. Season 3 of Mythic Quest started. So I've been watching that. Past couple, there's like 2 or 3 episodes out. So I've been caught up on that. It's really good this time around. I mean, the show's always been good. Charlie Day and everybody that helps produce the show and write the show and everything. They're just doing a really, really good job. So I'm enjoying that one. And then like little stuff like How I Met Your Mother Before I Go to Bed or whatever. Right. Stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But all around some good stuff on TV. I think after I still need to complete Dragon Ball Super, so I just need to get back on that so I could just finish it and say that I watched it. As far as like what I gamed on this week, mainly, to be honest, dude, mainly Warzone. Warzone DMZ with the boys. Like, we've been kind of hooked on it, and to be honest, it's fun, but like it's got so many issues, like so many, like just oh my god, it sounds like the Matrix whenever you're getting into a game, because like everybody's voice comes on at once. Yes. Right, it sounds like that whenever Neo gets the silver shit going down his throat. That's what it all sounds like. So there's that, and like third person is really fun. Like third person BR is fun, but it's still a little janky. Like I don't know, like whenever you hop in with a full squad, like the game never seemed to fill. So we haven't even been able to play like a full 4-person game yet. It's only been trios and duos basically. And DMZ is it's been fun, but I think it's lacking some features that they still need to like get in there or whatever. So, like what to use the currency on whenever you get out of the match instead of it just going to XP or whatever, because you get a lot of XP. Yeah. Oh my god, like 6 levels every time. Like I was like, I'm gonna unlock my weapons then. But they need some sort of like end game with it. So like whenever you go into the DMZ and you exfil, you should be able to use that money to like upgrade your weapon or like buy keys before you even get into the DMZ, so you can drop at a hotter spot faster. Okay. To get into like these strongholds or whatever. I feel like it's just missing a lot, and it still needs to be fleshed out. So I am having a good time with the game. I still feel like it has a lot of jank, like a lot more than it should. All right. And then in between all that, a little bit of God of War. So whenever we left off last weekend, I was at like 14 hours. I'm probably at like 17, so I didn't really put too much time in it this week. But apparently some people have like, did you smell that?
No.
Did you smell that? No. So apparently like there's a third weapon that I don't even have yet, and I've like almost 20 hours into the game, and it's just because I've been doing side quests and like. Oh, okay. Like completionist shit. So yeah.
By third weapon, you mean like he has the Leviathan axe, he has the twin blades, and There's a third one?
There's a third weapon.
Oh, shit. I don't know what it is.
You want a spoiler alert?
Yeah, go ahead.
Spear. I don't know where you get it from. I don't know who gives it to you. It's
is
a spear.
It Odin's spear?
Could be.
Because he has a spear and a sword.
It could be his spear that you have to go kill him with.
My God.
But it's this one's been a way different experience than the first one, and I gotta say that they've definitely improved everything from the first game into this game. I feel like the level design, the banter, I enjoy every aspect of it. The combat feels more fluid. Exploration feels more fluid. Just all around, just a step up from the 2018, and I'm very happy of what they've done with this game so far. So, I can't wait to sink some more time into it. And also, but that was about the extent of like the games that I played. I have been dipping my toe into Skyrim, but only on my Steam Deck. I just never did any of the DLC.
Oh, okay.
So, I lay in bed, I play for like 30, 45 minutes, I explore for a little bit, I turn it off. Like, I'm not like avidly playing it or whatever. It's, I know what the game is. It's just, it's here as like a little time sink. So, instead of hopping into an MMO, I figured I'd just give myself my own, like, I guess, RPG experience, MMO RPG experience or whatever. So, just dipping my toe back into that. Yesterday, Turney came over to the house, and we went to Micro Center, and he wanted to build himself a PC. So, he had
that 4080, son.
He got that 4080, but he had a set budget, and 90% of that budget was the 4080.
Oh,
so,
of course.
I had been wanting to upgrade my case for a while. I feel like my thermals were a little on the light side. If you guys check out my Twitter, I posted pictures of the build, but I just wanted like some better airflow, whatnot, and Turney needed a new case because his 4080 wouldn't fit in his old case because he had like a 60-year-old case where cards weren't meant to be that big, right?
Yeah.
So, so I went and bought a new case and a bunch of fans and put it all together, and I took everything out of my old rig, which was it's a very nice case. It's all aluminum, tempered glass, all that good stuff. So I put all of his new stuff in that case, and it looks dope.
Looks good.
The 4080 is so massive, it comes with a sag bracket.
Oh, damn.
Like you just stick on the thing to like extend it up to get it out there. Yeah. That's how massive it is. It is bigger than my 3090, and it also outputs like 40% better frame rate on like benchmark tests. So, but 40% is like 20, 30 frames. It's not nothing too crazy. And it was all we were doing all the testing at 4K. So I would test one, test the other, and see what it did. My processor was better. It was an i7, which is a generation older. He got an i5 13. I got an i7 12. And so mine was like maybe 8% better. It wasn't anything too crazy. Okay. But the graphics, dude, when I saw the 35, and that's a 4080. That's not even the 4090. So it was like almost 40% increase.
Yeah.
But for the same price that I spent for my 3090, I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I don't know, it had me itching. And you know how like all those connectors are catching on fire? You know what I'm talking about? Like so like the connectors were catching on fire on these 4090s and 4080s.
Really?
And Nvidia had to put out a statement. It was because of user error. So like they would put in the connector because the connector's a 16 pin, and it has the connector to use like the actual power supply connections or whatever. So people were plugging in the power supply connections into this connector, and the one connector goes into the GPU or whatever. But they were plugging it in and not fully seating it, and they would like move around the card, get it in there, and like the connector would come out and like move a certain way, and it would like catch on fire, basically, like melt the connector, which Nvidia said they were going to take care of, but they were like, it's user error. So while putting together the computer, he was asking me about it. He's like, is it in there or like whatever? He's like, what's causing it? I was like, people aren't fully clipping it in. He was like, what are you talking about? So I was the last little step, I was plugging it in, and I was like, does that look like it's into you? He goes, yeah. And I was like, well, it's not. And then I had to like push it in there, and you hear that. Remember like putting together old CPUs and motherboards where you would pull down on that little lever to seat the CPU, and you hear that like that. That's what you got to hear whenever you're fucking inserting that cable.
Fuck that, dude.
So like, yeah, they were catching on fire basically. Like not catching on fire, but like melting, like the connectors were melting or whatever. So which is
that sucks.
Pretty bad, especially to like spend almost $2,000 on a card, and Like, it's user error, basically. Like, everybody's like, oh, class action lawsuit, but it's your dumbass didn't plug it in right. So we made sure we got everything plugged in. Everything's all good for him and whatnot. So so I'm like in my new rig. He's like in his new rig. I finally got to play a game with him in the first time, like 3 years maybe.
Damn.
He hopped on some Overwatch 2.
Oh, that's good.
We did a little bit of that last night. Huh?
Were you support?
I was support. He was playing bronze? DPS. Huh?
Okay.
And we were playing quick plays. So fuck off, first of all. But yeah, man, it's been, a pretty decent week. Work was good. I only have to work 3 days this week, this upcoming week. It's looking a little light for Monday already because I'm running my Tuesday, and they only gave me like half my product. So look like I'm gonna have an easy day tomorrow. But other than that, man, it's just been fucking chill, dude. Like, I've been having a good time gaming and whatnot. So just looking forward to this upcoming week with more time to game. And I'm not doing anything Thanksgiving. Mom's coming into town, but she's going to my brother's house where my former stepfather is there, and I don't want to see him. I don't want to drive anywhere. I'm good. I'm staying at home, bro.
What's Alice doing?
I'm probably gonna go see her mom.
You ain't gonna go?
I mean, I might go. Just to, like,
so
say I
be
went.
the good boyfriend.
Gotta be, But let's get into los noticias. I brought the Spanish out before you even asked, bro. Let's get into the news, brother. What do you got for me this morning or this afternoon?
The thing I'm probably looking forward to is the top of your notes and the top of my notes.
Oh, really?
It's the next gen update for The Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is next gen.
December 14th.
Yeah, December 14th. We got 3 weeks.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. I think when that game comes out, I'm going to definitely be playing that.
Did you buy it?
Again, my game when it came out, I had it on the PS4.
Yeah.
And that game file corrupted and just never went back to it.
Do you have it on PC now?
No, I do not.
So what are you going to play it on?
I don't know yet.
You don't have probably a Series S, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I could probably just get on the Series S.
Yeah, they had I bought a copy whenever they announced the next gen version of the game. I did buy a copy on PlayStation, like a PlayStation 4 copy on my PlayStation 5 because I knew that this update was coming.
Right.
And it was like $10 for the Game of Year edition. So
yeah, that's what I figured. It's going to be on sale probably this weekend anyway.
I scooped it up and I was like just waiting for it to come out, basically. So
yeah, I haven't bought it or anything, but I'm definitely going to buy it. I probably will get it on the S then.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it should be fine.
Again, I just want to play it because it's a game that everybody talks about, and I was enjoying it, playing it.
Yeah, but it's hard to go back after that, like the file corrupts or whatever.
Yeah, like, fuck, dude. Yeah. Especially because I'm like a completionist.
Mm-hmm.
That first area, everything was done.
Oh, yeah.
The second area, done. I was already in the big town or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not going back and doing everything.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. My save file, fortunately, never corrupted.
Yeah.
But I've only completed the game once, and I did it as basically I was just casting spells. So like all the signs, like I would put the shield up or like, fire blast everybody or push them back and then go over there, stab them a few times.
Plus, if I do get one, I'm probably just going to buy like the definitive edition or whatever.
Game
all
of the
the
year.
DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going to get that.
So. For sure. But yeah, that was the big news for me. As soon as I saw that Tuesday morning, I was like, oh, thank God. Finally, they said something.
Finally.
I forgot to mention.
We're starting to run out of 2022.
Yeah, they said it was coming.
I've already written off Apex bringing in cross progression in 2022, like they said they were. Fucking liars.
It might come out December 31st. Hey, they still haven't.
Bro, if they do that, I'd still be happy.
I'd be happy. December 31st, what was the Razer releasing a controller on December 31st?
Yeah, okay, whatever. It makes no sense.
But I forgot to mention one thing. I did pick up a new headset for my consoles.
Okay.
So the Logitech G Fits came out, or they were released this week. And it's basically in-ear headphones, kind of like AirPods or whatever.
Okay.
These are a little weird. They mold to your ear, so it's not like they have memory foam. It's like a plastic. It's soft.
Right.
And you put them in your ear, and then you set up on your phone, and then it heats up the material with light. So like the light heats up the material, and then it molds. You have to just kind of like push it in there slightly.
Right.
And it just kind of warms up and it molds itself to your ear. So now whenever you put it in there, it's like a perfect seal every time. And the last time I had something like that was whenever I used to play on stage a lot as a musician. We would have in-ear monitors. So you would have to get your ear molded, and they would have to make a a headset for you so you can hear all the other instruments coming through. And that was the last time. And those were expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive, right? Because you had to get them custom made.
But
And you
now
can
the
customize
technology's caught up, I guess.
whatever,
pretty
bro.
good.
You put it in there and you just hit the little
Yeah.
thing and it molds to your ear. I was like, yo, that's pretty badass. So this thing works on PC, Mac. It works on Steam Deck.
Okay.
It works on PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox.
So everything. Got it.
Everything, yeah. So, and then if you have anything like with the USB, you can just hook up a dongle and it'll work with the dongle as well. So, I did pick those up. I forgot to mention that during my weekly, but I haven't had a chance to play with them because I just got them yesterday.
Yeah.
So I haven't even had the chance to like really game with them. So whenever I was playing Skyrim last night before I went to bed, I did try it out a little bit on the Steam Deck, and they worked out really, really well. Like the 3D sound and everything was really good. I think the volume might have been a little low, but I'm not sure if that was user error or if I just didn't remember to turn it up. But yeah, those are nice. If you're in the market for a headset, they're pretty good. I haven't tried out like the call or like voice because they have a microphone and stuff. I didn't try out voice with it yet, but
Okay.
I do need to give that a shot because they're around $200, I think, give or take. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. So yeah, Witcher 3 next gen update December 14th, guys. Very exciting news. I want to see what they do with the ray tracing, the load times, what they do for PC
Oh yeah, just PC
on
in
PC in general. For the consoles, I'm kind of expecting faster load times with increased draw distance and better graphics and stuff like that. But for PC, that's where that's
definitely where it's at.
Yeah,
on
so
the
I'm going to
PC,
download
yeah.
both copies.
Yeah.
I already have The Witcher 3 on PC, but I'm going to download PS5 version whenever that does release, and I'm going to try them both out, see what the actual differences are. I mean, I'm not Digital Foundry or nothing, but I'm going to give it a shot. What else you got, brother?
Dead Island 2
Oh, shit.
delayed
Oh, yeah. I saw
again.
Yeah, again.
So now it's got pushed back to April 2023.
April 28th, I believe, is what
Yeah.
the date was. Yeah, it got pushed back again, which was, I think it was originally released, supposed to be released in February or January. It was like early first quarter.
I want to say February.
It was like early first quarter, and yeah, they just put out a Twitter message. No reason, not COVID or anything like that.
No reason why they're pushing it back. They just said, we're going to push it back. It's
we're gonna
delayed.
push it back.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about your luck. Which is fine. I feel like there's so much stuff coming out Q1 2023 that they can afford, to push back. I feel like Q1 2023 is looking better than
Q2.
No, Q4 of
this year. Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, we have God of War, we have Call of Duty, Callisto Protocol, and Pokemon, and Sonic, actually. So like those are like all the top studio
Sonic
releases. I mean, Sonic's doing better than fucking Pokemon at this point.
Gameplay wise, probably.
It has worse. Pokemon has worse pop in than Sonic at this point.
Oh, damn. Damn.
But man, they're clowning on that game on Twitter.
Yeah, there's so much bugs and shit, dude. It's
so many.
Too funny.
The frame, like even IGN, who doesn't usually do, like frame analysis and like performance analysis, they're doing a performance analysis mode.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching it while I was using your restroom a little bit.
God damn.
Yeah. No. So they were like, there's certain points where the game hits 20 FPS. And then the game performance, it has a memory leak, so the game performance gets worse the longer you play it. You're like, oh, okay.
Awesome. So, for a game it's
a AAA studio.
That you always put fucking hours in one sitting, you put hours into it. Like nothing.
Yeah. So it's a AAA studio that has first-party access to Nintendo hardware.
Yep.
And they still managed to mess it up. But yeah, I feel like Dead Island... can afford to be pushed back because Q1 is looking thick with 5 Cs. I mean, Forspoken, Harry Potter. I mean,
I'm ready for that Harry Potter.
Bro, like it's looking lit Q1, bro. I'm so excited for next year already.
Redfield also?
Huh?
In Redfield Q1?
Redfall?
Starfield.
Starfield is Q1 April or March.
March, yeah. Q1.
And then that other one, Redfall, is also Q1 if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, there's a lot.
There's a lot of. You have. There's so many other ones too. God, I can't even think of them all right now.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of.
There's
a lot of Q1 games for next year, man. I'm super excited. Don't be yawning, dude. It's too early for that
Shit, dude.
I've been up since 6:45.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
A stupid race. But yeah, so that's game delayed. At least they didn't blame it on COVID.
That's true, because I feel like they're still trying to use that as a crutch for a lot of things. And like,
I mean, yeah,
not just in the game industry, but just in general. Like,
yeah,
like
you
I
might be
get
right.
it, bro, but
I mean, you might be right.
we're kind of far removed from it to a point. You know, at least Texas is.
Everybody's got it, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's had it.
Everybody's got it. Everybody's had it. Done. Get it over with. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Anyway, I was about to say something. I lost my train of thought.
It's all good.
Because we're talking about Elden Ring, talking about all these big time games for Q4 going into Q1. The Game Awards did announce their Game of the Year nominees.
Oh yeah, I got that pulled up right here. If you don't mind.
I don't want to go over every category.
Okay, let's pick and choose.
Some categories I just don't give a shit about.
Okay, fair enough. Like content creator of the year.
I don't give a shit about content creator. It's always going to be Pokemon and whoever and all time be Pokemon.
You want to start off with game of the year contenders?
That's the main one I wanted to talk about.
All right, let's talk about it.
Because I feel like some of these ain't like the others.
Some of these are not.
How
like
the fuck did Stray make it on there, bro?
Bro, I've been saying that all week.
How? Anyway, the nominees are A Plague Trail, Requiem, from Azubo Studio, Focus Entertainment. Elden Ring by From Software, Bandai Namco.
Okay.
God of War Ragnarok.
Snuck in there.
Sony Santa Monica SIE, Sony Entertainment Industries.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got to scroll down because I definitely don't know who makes this game.
All right.
Horizon Forbidden West, Guerrilla Games,
Sony Interactive
SIE.
Entertainment.
Stray, Blue 12 Studios, Annapurna.
It's a badass mountain.
And out of left field, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Monolith Soft / Nintendo.
Yeah, man.
Now, any other year, I could see Horizon Forbidden West doing well.
Okay.
Top 2 out of 6, top 2.
Okay.
But again, it had to follow Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And it's in a category with God of War.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to worry about that.
So
basically, it's between God of War and Elden Ring.
It's not even close between those two games either.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
I really feel like you're right. God of War snuck in.
It snuck in that bitch.
It snuck in.
Yeah.
But it is a good game. From everything I've seen,
it's really good.
It is a good game.
Really good.
Good game. Good.
Right.
I'm using the word good.
Okay.
You know what's better than good?
Great.
Yeah. You know what's a great game?
What's that?
Elden Ring.
Is it?
It is.
A game that you haven't even completed yet? That you will never play twice?
Shows you. Because there's so much to do. That's how great it is. I don't have to play it twice.
Okay. All right. I see your... okay, so how do you judge Game of the Year anyway? Like, is it like best story, best... I mean, like, they have all those things, but it's like overall, right?
It's overall. It has to be overall.
Okay.
It's...
graphics,
first of all,
music, voice acting.
And see, in some of that stuff, like, when I'm playing a game currently, it doesn't need to have the most top-tier graphics. It doesn't. Does it help? Oh, for sure.
It looks great. Right.
If I can walk in...
Eye candy's always nice.
Always. That's what I liked about Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I feel like it got carried a lot because the story, to me, was kind of a subpar...
Right.
Your run-of-the-mill average revenge story. Right. That's what it was.
Agreed.
Whereas Elden Ring could not tell you what the story is. It's fucking convoluted, and half the names I can't pronounce, and half the names I can't put 2 and 2 together. And it's a lot of lore. But I expect that from George R. Martin and the Asian dude.
The Asian gentleman who makes the games.
The Asian gentleman who makes the games. Same with God of War. Like, I knew it was going to be a good story because it's fucking Kratos.
Right.
You know, and then you throw in, the Norse mythology. That's always a good story, no matter how you spin it.
Right.
There's a dozen ways from fucking Sunday how to spin this shit.
Right.
You know?
They're doing a good job with it, by the way.
Really good. I'm pretty sure they
really
are. I'm pretty sure it's a good game. But whenever I play a game, and when I first started playing it, and this is coming from someone who never played a From Software game.
Right.
Right. Like, I heard the horror stories, like, oh, you died, and it's like super, super hard. And then once you start playing, it's like, oh, once you hit the brick wall, go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Like, you can walk away from that brick wall. Whatever that dude is you can't beat, just come back later.
Right.
You'll beat him.
Yeah.
you know. And I remember playing that in God of War too. Like I would go some places like I don't think I'm supposed to be here, and I'll try like, oh, that's pretty fucking hard. All right, let me go walk around.
I'll come back later.
Know, it's like a, you know, you're not gated by anything, you know.
Right.
But just overall, when I'm playing Elden Ring, I enjoyed it. And again, I guess I'm going to compare it more to the first God of War. Like, I just feel like I have more control over the narrative and what I'm doing with my character.
Right.
Whereas with God of War, I'm playing a story. Like, I'm Kratos. I'm that dude.
Right.
With his son. And don't get me wrong, it's a good story.
Yeah, very good.
But I prefer games where I'm creating a character and I'm playing that character.
Right. You get to do what you want, whatever you want.
Right. You know? But I don't know, man. I just don't see fucking God of War winning. Only because it came out too late in the year.
Okay.
If it came out 6 months ago and people had time to just find the nuances in the game.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
But just in general, Elden Ring's a bigger game. Like, vastly bigger.
You know, it is. Although out of all 6 of those games, I've played 5. I've completed 3. Actually 4. I've completed 4 of those 6 games. And my favorite is Elden Ring. I haven't completed God of War yet. Right. So I've completed 3, not 4. But okay. I'm working on the 4th completion now. And Plague Tale, I'm kind of like in the middle of at the moment. That game is also really well done, but it did have some performance issues that they've ironed out as of this week, I believe. They did increase the frame rate and whatnot, so there's that. Horizon, I did from start to finish. I enjoyed that game thoroughly. Stray, I played start to finish. I enjoyed the game as well. Now, none of them wowed me in the same way that Elden Ring does,
right?
And God of War Ragnarok. So for me, those 2 are my top. If I had to choose out of those 6, that would be definitely my top 2 contenders.
Oh, for sure.
Now, Stray and Xenoblade, I can understand. Stray, not really. And my friends were asking me online, like, "Whoa, what do you think? What do you think it should have been?" And I'm just like, "Well, Sifu released, Pokemon Arceus released this year." You know, and I started just rattling off games that had come out this year, and I was like, "There's so many."
I would have put Arceus ahead of both Stray
and Xenoblade. Yeah. So I was like, "There's plenty of other games, games." But what also got me about this game of the year,
I feel like Cult of Lamb could have made this.
Yeah, for sure.
And granted, it's nominated for Indie Game of the Year, and that's most likely going to win Indie Game of the Year.
But Stray's an indie game as well, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was by 2. Yeah, that's an indie game, but it is a very well done game, but it doesn't blow my hair back like Elden Ring or God of War did. Yeah. Horizon was and is good, but it's just a continuation of the previous. Whereas I feel like God of War took chances and changed up the format, because I have played it and you have not.
Right.
So it definitely changed up the format quite a bit from the previous iteration. And so did Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you could say it's a continuation of Sekiro and Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
That's the thing. With Elden Ring, it's literally like the greatest hits from software. That's all it is.
Right,
like
all mashed up.
It's all mashed up, yeah. And I remember watching a stream, and the guy was like, "So where do they go from here from software? Where do they go from here?" And he's like, "Well, if they do another... let's say Bloodborne. Let's say they do another Bloodborne game.
Okay, I'm down.
It's not going to be Elden Ring.
No.
Because it's Bloodborne. Bloodborne is Bloodborne. It's the same with the next Souls game.
Right.
It's not going to be Elden Ring because it's a Souls game.
Right.
Same with Sekiro. Same with all those, right?
Right.
They're like, the only game that could follow Elden Ring is going to be like Elden Ring should be Elden Ring 2.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that makes a ton of sense. But it is literally an amalgamation of all their games. Like, they take everything from all their titles and just smash it into one game, and I think that's definitely what helped it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because what people like from Bloodborne, you have some aspects in here. What you like from Sekiro, you have aspects in here.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's just,
and I feel like
such a big game, man. Like such a big game.
And I feel like the top, like Immortality, I didn't even know what that is, but like a lot of these like game direction and narrative
categories, like
they're all the same games.
What's the difference between game direction and narrative? Like, to me, it's the same thing. But I could be.
Yeah.
Go back one.
Oh, to narrative?
Game direction.
Game
'Cause
direction.
I think it gives you a little game awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Correct.
Again, Elden Ring.
Yeah, I agree. They're going to take a lot of awards. And then narrative,
But I feel like God of War had
storytelling.
more nominations for some reason. I feel like
it's possible.
For outstanding storytelling, that's God of War. You know?
Yeah.
Best indie games, Cult of Lamb, obviously.
But like indie, I did want to talk about indie because some of these are on here that are bangers. Like Cult of the Lamb, I feel like should have been a part of Game of the Year.
Probably.
Tunic should have also been up there for me. It was like Zelda, Dark Souls. It was great.
Okay.
It was a
Little
great
Fox.
game. Sifu could have been in there easily as well. And
They have Sifu under fighting game, and
yeah, that's a hit. I mean, I'm not even a fighting game enthusiast. However, I know that
go
that's
to
not a
fighting game
All right,
category.
we're
I'm
go
gonna show
fighting
you
game. Oh boy, where is it?
the weakness of it is best fighting. One down,
here.
over.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right,
Ready?
go ahead.
The
tell me.
nominations are DNF Duel,
Uh-huh.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. It's a hell of a title, dude.
Yeah.
King of Fighters 15,
Uh-huh.
Multiverses,
Hey.
and Sifu.
Right. One of these, two of them. For sure, two of them do not belong with the other three.
I feel like Sifu, yes, it is a fighting game, but to me, it's more of an action game,
It's an action game. That's
not
what
a
it is.
fighting game.
I mean, you are fighting in the game, but if that's the case, why isn't Elden Ring what part of the best fighting games? You can fight
Exactly,
each
you
other.
can
PvP,
fight exactly.
Right? Why isn't it in there?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, trust me, bro.
So Sifu being there is
because if you go to the category for best action game,
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty's there,
Okay.
but it's a shooter.
Yeah.
And when you look at the
But it has
category,
action.
it's the only shooter, and I'm like, I
That's-
feel like some of these nominations,
I feel like Metal Blade Hellsinger could have been in the best action game category.
and see that
Yeah,
one.
that was in
I know,
soundtrack. That
yeah,
was in the
best
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
Yeah, I was like, I voted
And I'm
for
like,
that.
man, the whole basis of that game is about music,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna laugh when it doesn't win
I'm gonna laugh.
because there was another game in that category that I thought that game's gonna win out over Metal Singer, and I'm like, Metal Singer is like the entire premise of the game is
The music and the beat.
and it's not gonna win. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so DNF, JoJo's, and King of Fighters all definitely belong. I believe Multiverses does as well. It is a
Sifu-
fighting game. But
Sifu, and again, I will admit it is a fighting game, but I just feel like it's out of. It's more of
not.
an action game. And you
There
can
is-
say what you want about Multiverses being a platformer. It's a fighting game.
yeah,
You know, if we're gonna add in Smash Bros,
yeah. Smash Bros had that
then
contender.
it's there. King of Fighters probably should win Game of the Year. I hope
Really?
it does win Game of the Year.
Really? Okay. Fighting game of the year.
Fighting Game of the Year,
Okay.
yes.
I was like,
I don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I'm not talking about the game. I just do not like anything from that universe, and
Okay.
or
never seen it, so
it can just burn off the face of the planet, and I'm fucking fine with it, dude.
right.
You know, I just don't give a shit. It's just too out there for me.
Gotcha.
But people like it. Hey, that's them. You know.
Yeah, that's all right.
DNF
you're,
Duel.
you're allowed to like things.
DNF Duel came out. I played it a bit. It was fun, but it's like a lot of other anime fighters that I play. Once people figure out the broken stuff, they really never fix the broken things. They just try to make more broken things, and it just dwindles down and it doesn't become fun.
I get what you're saying.
And again, Sifu is an action game, so I hope it doesn't win.
It doesn't
I hope
even
it does
win.
not win.
Multiverses probably is going to take that title just because of the name recognition and the IP. And the fact that it was like, I don't know, one of the it hit MPDs
Yeah.
multiple times. It also
But it's also a
like
free to play game.
free to play. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, you could buy stuff in the game,
Yeah.
and they haven't even opened their store yet. And they're about to hit season 2, but they're intentionally doing that
Yeah.
because they're giving you all the little shit you can buy. But then later on, they're like, "Oh, now we have a store. Now you can buy all this stuff that you missed out on, or you probably didn't have the funds for at the time." So I'm like, "Okay, that's pretty cool," you know.
Yeah.
But I really do hope King of Fighters wins.
All right.
That's just me.
What other categories did you want to bring up today?
Let's go to best action game. ready again.
Yeah, that was another thing. Why isn't Bayonetta in the game of the year if it got like perfect 10s across the board? But anyway,
exactly. See what I'm saying?
That's the point.
But
I forgot about that.
Like that made it perfect 10s from Platinum Games and Nintendo. But for whatever reason, Nintendo put up.
They didn't put up. It was voted Xenoblade.
Xenoblade. Allegedly, it's voted.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. Again, Call of Duty's there. I don't know why. I don't know what Neon White is. Sifu, good action game.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
That's a great game.
Good action game. Again, it's like, why is Call of Duty there? Like, I get it. There is action.
It's going to win.
It's going to win. Yeah. I feel like they throw it in the category, and it's just automatic.
So to win a category?
Because they want to give it some awards and accolades. Like, it's incredibly stupid, dude.
I agree.
But
let's go ahead and bring up best multiplayer.
Call of Duty.
Because there's some hitters in here for sure. So
I feel like there's only 3, but all right.
You got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you got Multiversus, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and TMNT Shredder's Revenge. All 4 games. All 5
Multiversus wins as many awards as possible.
Really?
With the exception of the actual fighting game category. Because I do want King of Fighters to win that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are our top multiplayer games this year.
Oh, for sure.
If you think about it. Like, Call of Duty is always going to be in there.
Always.
Right? Overwatch 2 being that it re-released somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's still good. Multiversus is, of course, a very solid game. Splatoon 3 is just widely popular.
Stupid popular, yes.
And Shredder's being on Game Pass and everything, that one just opened it up for a lot of people. So I'm very excited for that category as well. I mean, we all know who's going to win.
Yeah, it's Warfare.
Not bad at all. Is there any other ones that you wanted to bring up?
Go to best esports event.
Boom. All right. So we got the Evo 2022. We got 2022 League of Legends World Champ, PGL Major Antwerp 2022. Why do they put 2022 if like we don't know what year it's coming out?
I don't know.
The Mid-Season Invitational, and then the Valorant Champions 2022.
Now look at all the photos.
Uh-huh. What about them? They all have trophies in them except for Evo.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Like, Evo shouldn't even be in there.
Really?
As popular as Evo is, it's not. It's nowhere near.
I mean, it's nowhere near.
And it's going to be Worlds. It's going to be that one right there.
Yeah, Worlds.
Yeah, it's going to be 2022 League of Legends Worlds.
For sure, man.
I'm like, okay. Sure. Like, I just thought it was funny that they all have trophies, yet in fighting games, it's not no trophy, you know?
Yeah.
What was that? Best ongoing category?
Ongoing, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Apex won last year.
Yep.
Or it might have been No Man's Sky.
Yeah, the No Man's Sky is not even on here, which is weird because
that's weird.
They keep on putting it out.
Genshin's on there.
Yeah, Genshin.
That's a stack.
Destiny 2,
Destiny 2, Apex Legends, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. Best ongoing game.
Yeah.
Well, I could not tell you who's going to win that.
No, that's a.
I could not tell.
Those are all great ongoing games.
I feel like it's Final Fantasy, but I could be wrong. Them Genshin weebs, dude, they're fucking.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely some good categories.
What's most anticipated game?
Where is that?
Over to the left.
Right here?
That one.
Okay.
Most anticipated game.
All right. You got Final Fantasy 16 from Square Enix.
Yep.
You got Hogwarts Legacy from WB Games. Resident Evil 4, Capcom, obviously. Starfield from Bethesda and Microsoft. Yay. And then The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom or Tears of the Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Like you didn't tear something?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Okay.
It's Tears of the Kingdom, though. I'm gonna go
feel
ahead
like
and
it's
say
Zelda.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, put it on a limb here, that Zelda's gonna win that category. It's for me, it's Hogwarts or Starfield. One of the
for me, it's it's Starfield then Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Is Final Fantasy 16 online? Like
no.
It's not an MMO, right? It's just a regular RPG game.
Correct.
That one might be there. I don't know. The only game I don't care about, to be honest, is Resident Evil 4. But I'm not a Resident Evil guy.
I don't mind it. I just don't think that a remake should be considered most anticipated. It's already been released. We know what the story is, right? Like, we know what's going to happen. You made it look better. Okay, cool. Yeah. I want something new and original. And all these games, minus... for me, Resident Evil 4 and Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is, Legend of Zelda is using the exact same map from the previous game, but
Really?
they're changing it. Obviously, it's the same layout, right?
Yeah.
But they things have happened, time has passed, shit like
Right.
that. I feel like
I mean, only so much can happen in Hyrule.
right,
Unless he's going to an actual different continent.
right, which they're not.
It's the same shit. Yeah, exactly.
So for me, it's a toss up between Hogwarts and Starfield. I feel like if I had to edge one out over the other, it would definitely be Starfield, just because I know that I'm going to be able to do more stuff in that game. Now, whether or not it gets repetitive and boring or whatever, that's up to Bethesda and Microsoft, right?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't.
Hogwarts, I feel like, could be the same way. Like
Hogwarts, I could definitely see getting
like one playthrough in, and
you're done. Yeah.
yeah. But like with Starfield, I feel like, I can do this, and like if the game ends up being good, being that it's procedurally generated, like planets and all that stuff, I could be like, I can do a different build or a different playthrough, and I don't even know anything about all the systems yet.
I don't either. I don't know all the classes or.
I saw the trailer, and I'm done.
That's it. That's all I need, bro. I don't need too much info. Shit, what was I gonna say? The game just came out this weekend. Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, Miles Morales on PC.
It's not on anything, right?
No. That's
because it's an older game.
It's a release. Yeah, okay, it's just a re-release.
That's what I figured.
They just
released it on PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that one come out? No, that one came out last year.
Right.
Yeah, that was a great game, but it's more like a DLC. It was $40. It wasn't a full price game. It was a little bit shorter side.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I assume Elden Ring's winning game of the year. But definitely tune into the awards, even if you don't care about the actual award.
And go vote.
Yeah, if you want to vote, go vote. But if you don't care about the actual awards and whatnot, just watch the show for new trailers.
Yeah.
That's, to me, the best part of it.
Yep. And we're going to get some new game announcements.
Whenever it comes out, if you guys are going to be in Discord or whatever, remind me.
Yeah.
If I'm off, I don't know what time it's supposed to happen.
Let me double check here.
Yeah, if I'm off and I'm at the house, then I'm going to jump in Discord. Like, I want to watch the shit with people,
What is the actual date on this one? Let me go back to home. We are 18 days away, December 8th.
Microsoft Theater.
Then we're going to add that event to
Los
our calendars
Angeles.
Here. 6:30. Yeah, it starts at 6:30, so you should be able
Thursday.
to get it.
Oh, fuck, I'm off. Hell yeah.
How about that? I'm off too. At that time anyway.
Okay.
So, December 8th.
Yeah, I just want to watch new videos of games. Hopefully, we get a new Mortal Kombat announcement. Even though I don't really play Mortal Kombat.
Right. I still like seeing the genre go forward, right?
Yes. And again, that's what people don't understand. Like, even if I don't play the game, like DNF Duel, it wasn't for me, but I'm not going to fucking knock that game.
Right.
Because I'll definitely say it was a beautiful game.
Right.
And it had some cool ass characters, but they were like the most generic characters. Because I get it, it's from like a online MMO,
right?
And those characters were generic themselves. So when they brought in these characters, they don't have real names like this is Ryu and this is Guile. Like, no, this is Crusader, this is Berserker, this is Sentinel. It's just generic names. But again, the game looks beautiful. It was well done. If they do more of them, good for them. But
right.
I'm not gonna knock it. I don't play Mortal Kombat, but I wouldn't mind seeing Mortal Kombat 12 come out.
Right.
Because
they took they've been a couple extra years off at this point.
Yeah.
By the time it comes out if it does come out next year.
Right.
There's been 2 years too long for Mortal Kombat, basically.
Yeah. And usually they would have it on
Injustice,
a rotation, but no Injustice either.
No Injustice.
Like, what the fuck?
They put out a little anniversary event, and then that was it.
That was it, bro. So
who knows?
Yeah. So definitely check it out if you get the chance.
Since we were talking about Elden Ring, I did want to put this out there that they did sell 17.5 million copies of the game.
That's it?
That's it.
No.
17.5 mil. It made it the highest selling multi-platform Japanese game of all time.
Really?
Most of them are exclusive, being like Nintendo or Sony or whatever. This one being multi-platform made it the highest selling multi-platform game of all time, higher than Final Fantasy, higher than anything
but it
else.
says highest selling multi-platform Japanese game.
Right.
Well, I throw Japanese in there. Like, is there an American game that's sold more?
Call of Duty. Easy.
Is it? Oh, I guess you're right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy win right there.
Holy fuck, I didn't think about that. Yeah. That's funny.
World of Warcraft.
I
was like, you want me to name some more?
Is World of Warcraft?
It's American.
Yeah, but how many copies have they sold?
Multi-platform.
I guess. Well, that's the thing, though, because I'll give it Call of Duty. For sure give you Call of Duty.
Right.
But I feel like with World of Warcraft, they've had so many expansions and and shit.
Ongoing game. It's not even in the ongoing game.
It's like, do you consider that? Like, it's cool when one game does it. It's
Right.
Elden Ring. That's just
Right.
one game. But when you look at MMOs, it's like, well, you got the base game.
Right.
How many copies did the base game sell? It doesn't matter because guess what?
Expansion.
Expansion.
But Final Fantasy 14 is in that ongoing game.
Exactly.
List.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that motherfuckers just pick and choose. But shit, good on Elden Ring, man. Good on them.
Yeah. I'm glad that it got into that many hands.
Yep. Because like I said, it's a good game. Like, even from somebody that never played a From Software,
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying it, dude. I'm samuraiing my way through that bitch.
Damn right
I just
you
got
are.
rivers of blood, and I'm like, I'm fucking in it, dude.
Going back to Blizzard, they did do an announcement earlier this week. Did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
Where NetEase has basically lost their contract, or they were losing their contract with NetEase on January 23rd, 2023, which means that all of their online stuff was going to cease at that time unless they
In
were
China?
able to. Yeah, in China.
Okay.
Unless they were able to come across like some kind of a new deal or new partnership, which they're trying to do.
Fuck China.
But China's a big market, and
Fuck 'em. You don't need it.
it's a big market. So wouldn't that be crazy if like an entire country just gets wiped off the face of Azeroth?
Damn.
Just like all that stuff just gone.
Damn.
I wonder if they have a separate server just like in general. Just
Well,
for,
they have
like,
the Asian server.
I know they have Asian server.
That's the one that's going to get hit hard. They're definitely going to have to merge some servers together because ain't going to be no people on it.
Right. If that does come to pass. Now, like I said.
But the thing is with WoW, it's they don't even have, like, there's different servers. Like, when you get on, you're on a different server.
Mhm.
But now the way it is they have them, like, when you queue up for, like, a dungeon, it's not just your server. It's, like, a dozen servers to put together. So it queues you up with the quickest.
Right. Fast.
So even if you get rid of all of China, the Asian server still has a ton of people on it.
I mean, you still got what? Taiwan? Oops.
Oops.
Japan, Singapore, like Vietnam, all those
You're
countries.
definitely going to see a dip in gold farming.
Hey, yeah, for sure. So
Ni hao.
they are currently working on. Oh, and it's not just WoW though. It's also Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3 Reforged, Overwatch, StarCraft, and Diablo. The entire catalog, except for Call of Duty, which I don't think Call of Duty is allowed. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe not.
But and Heroes of the Storm, which is still being played somehow, and Diablo or Immortal there. So who knows what's going to happen with all those online games, man?
Right.
But they have to come up with a separate agreement between the two companies by January 23rd, or else everything gets shut down in China. Which
they got 2 months. They're fine. They'll make do.
They'll try something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Man,
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Saints Row. The Saints Row developer Volition got purchased by Gearbox. Gearbox actually made 2 big ass purchases this week.
Yeah.
Saints Row Dev Volition, or Violation, whichever one it's called. I can't remember what it's called. And Gearbox also bought the Risk of Rain IP.
Right.
Which Risk of Rain is pretty damn popular roguelike game. It's like 4-person co-op. Like you go through these procedurally generated levels, whatnot. You try to get to the end boss. Big IP. It's on all the platforms.
Yeah, I feel like that's a genre or a game mode or whatever you want to call it that's getting real flooded right now.
It's a little flooded.
Snag 4 people, make it a thing. Like,
yeah. So this game's been out for about 2 years now. Feels like it's
this year's Battle Royales. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had a Battle Royale last year.
Yeah. Well, Risk has been out for like 2 years, and yeah, I don't know why they sold to Gearbox, but maybe, I mean, like
stole enough money, bro.
It doesn't matter. What's mad is the player base. Like they didn't want the player base didn't want the game to change hands, so now it's going to be under a different direction. It's going to go, through a different board or whatever.
Maybe a better direction.
Maybe, but they don't know that. We don't know that. So so Saints Row did so poorly in their last game that they were like, oh, we need to be sold. Please and thank you. And Risk of Rain IP is just doing so well. I guess they just wanted to take that money and walk, which is good for them. But 2 big purchases there by Gearbox out of Austin, Texas. Crazy.
Yep.
Austin or Dallas? One of the 2. They're from Texas.
From Texas. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So like, there's some pretty big pickups there. Hopefully Gearbox can do something with Saints Row, being that that Gearbox does put out Borderlands, which is just over the top, nutty, silly, which
Yeah.
I think is a really good pickup to have the Saints Row IP, because this one was just, I feel like everybody talked about how woke it was. Like they didn't want to go too far over the edge like the old Saints Row games did.
Yeah.
Where, you know, Rockstar is just like, we don't give a fuck.
But even with Rockstar, I feel like they don't go what they were doing 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, the same game that we're playing today?
No, I'm talking about like San Andreas and Vice City. Like, even those games seemed more violent. I've seen like they've toned it down a bit.
Okay.
In Grand Theft Auto 5. But even then, it's like yeah, there's still prostitutes, but it's not like a big factor. It's not like taboo. Like
they're
it
woke
was.
Prostitutes now. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't need a pimp.
Yeah,
They don't need a pimp this
they're their
time.
own boss. They're independent women. But
I'm an independent woman. I don't need
yeah.
you.
like they just need to announce GTA 6 already and just.
I mean, we already know that it exists.
We know it exists, but can we get it a video at Game Awards?
Hey, Game Awards
Something,
or
bro.
E3 next year, which is also coming up.
Oh, that is coming.
We
back,
are having
yeah.
an E3 next year.
I
don't
definitely
forget.
lost that bet, bro. I definitely lost that one. I swore, bro, when they canceled that shit, I was like, we're never going to see another E3 ever.
I'll eat a shoe.
No, I didn't say I didn't.
Cut to, you'll eat a shoe.
Me getting a fork with shoelaces like spaghetti did. No, gotta eat a whole ass
Those
shoe.
are my favorite Reddit
man.
posts of all time. They're like, whatever. If something happens, I'm gonna eat a whole shoe, and then they'll put like remind me so often as a comment or whatever, and then they'll whatever it is, and then they'll just like post it up there like, are you gonna eat that shoe or what?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bot that I have on Twitter. It'll literally do that. You just say remind me, and you just type in. You can do months, days, years, minutes, or whatever, and it'll remind you. It'll have an internal countdown, and it'll pop up a notification to remind you of that post that somebody tweeted.
Yep.
I saw that because someone was talking shit about Kyle Tucker because he was having like a bad string.
Yeah.
And they're like, he hits a home run. They're like, hell yeah, dude, King Tuck. And some dude just randomly jumps in. King Tuck, that dude's nothing. He's going to be washed out by the end of the season. And the guy hits the bot, and he's like, remind me in 6 months. And now, I saw that, and I was like, I should have put a reminder on that one, too. Like, fuck. Because motherfucker won the World Series, bro. Like, oh, man,
Sucker.
I love it.
And he
But,
caught the final catch, bro. Got the final catch.
He did. He
Final
got
out.
the final out and won the
Yeah,
season
man.
for us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's funny.
But yeah, man, it's been a pretty interesting week. Like I said, I feel like this upcoming week is going to be relatively slow.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to be ready for all the announcements are going to come out at the Game Awards, all the big ones anyway. Thanksgiving, everybody's going to be with their families and whatnot. I mean, I'm pretty sure we and you will still get together and talk at some point, do the podcast this week.
Yeah.
Obviously not on Thursday.
Obviously not on Thursday. I'll be out of town.
Obviously not on Thursday, but we'll get together at some point and chat it up and get everything done and just talk about what did happen, what we played and whatnot. So I think that's all I had, unless you had something.
No, that's all I had.
All right, man. Well, where can we catch you, brother?
The slow week. You can catch me at all things social media at OS_chameleon with a K.
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_onslaught. If you want to hit up the podcast, it's at Option Select Pod on all social media or optionselectpod.wordpress.com for our website. As always, guys, we love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff for us. It helps other people find the podcast. And be sure to reach out to us throughout the week. Check out our stream, or my stream, because you don't stream. And just hang out with us for a little bit. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your families and be safe and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week. All right? Peace.
Later.
All right.